Okay. Hi, everyone. Yeah, we've all said our hellos. But just a shout out to everyone who's perhaps watching this video clip. Maybe we're not able to be live with us, but welcome to our virtual website launch. And I just wanted to maybe just share a little bit about, why we actually decided to go with this website. And then after that, we'll share. I'll introduce you to Will, and then Mal will go straight into the small little virtual website launch, and then there'll be an opportunity for any questions. And then she also has a video clip from Thozi, one of our partners, who's one of the partners in the story of in a story of change. So the website, I think that the main reason why we decided as a cluster to do the website was because we recognize the value, and I think, for want of a better word, the magic that students and our cluster has been doing on the ground, different sites, different communities, and we needed to share this with the rest of the world. And so we found that a website might be the best way in which to do that. And also the website also serving as a platform for potential engagement, also as a resource to students in their learning in this type of work. And so we decided to, in practice, we call them campaigns, but for the website, we decided to call it Stories of Change. Which sort of indicates that, these are by no means major success stories or major, revolutionary things that we've put into place in communities, but it's just a slice of a little bit of change that we've contributed towards, and just sort of demonstrating a slice of where we were placed in a community's process of development. So yeah, it's called Facing Up. The website Facing Up is an occupational therapy UCT affiliated initiative, and it's sort of the brand and the logo that we've decided to lump this all together under. And you all know about our Facebook page, and Miles mentioned our YouTube channel and our Twitter account and Instagram.
Instagram.
Okay, Instagram, we're growing up, people. And yeah, so we're putting ourselves out there, and this is the first time that we actually, we're actually inviting others. We want to share what we've been doing. So I want to introduce you to Will Scott. Will and I go way back. We worked together at an organization called APD, Association for Persons with Disability. He was the let Will introduce himself. Will.
Leanne, bubbly as always. Thank you for that introduction. So my name is Will Scott, and for those of you who don't know me, who I would assume is most of you, I do have a disability. I'm a C4 quad, and I am also an entrepreneur. Now, I've been doing what I've been doing for a very, very long time, and along the way, I did meet up with Leanne at APD. Wonderful place in the bad old days. No funding, and just basically a smile and a hug in the morning with a cup of coffee and get on with it. It's a wonderful place. But anyway, I digress. So that's how I met Leanne. And I was very humbled to get involved with this project. I thought it would be a challenge, and it was. But it was also an amazing experience to get to meet or meet up with you guys, whether it be by proxy or directly, and just what you guys do. When you're in one walk of life and you kind of do what you do every day, and you work for clients, as it were, you can kind of get lost in it. And every once in a while you get a project that crosses your desk where you're able to get involved with something which is a lot bigger than the sum of its parts. This whole project was very inspirational for me anyway, in that it kind of, it was humbling. You kind of get a glimpse of different people, different communities, different walks of life, different challenges. And even though, I have obviously my own challenges every day, these people in many ways have far greater mountains and hurdles and things to overcome. And you ladies that work with them on the ground, and you guys are my inspirations. You guys are my heroes, and that's why I'm so proud to have my name attached to this project in whichever way it was. This website is going to be out there, and it's going to be doing an amazing thing by virtue of telling your stories, and I'm just very happy to have been a part of that. So thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. It was an honor and a privilege to be part of it.
Ooh. Well, thank you. I was wondering if you can maybe describe how you work, how you actually, your setup at home.
Well, okay, you ask. So I run a little company called Walt Scott Media. Name's pretty self-explanatory. Pretty much a staff of 2, me and my assistant. But yeah, I'm set up with a laptop next to my bed, a bunch of speakers attached for entertainment during the day, and a mounted keyboard that kind of resides on my chest. And that's my world into the world, as it were. I'm able to work, I'm able to make a living, I'm able to be independent financially, I'm able to facilitate a life for myself. And I don't think I do too badly. This coronavirus story has come along and kind of thrown a spanner in that, a lot of the people I do work for now aren't able to afford my services. And, well, you're going to kind of have to write it out like everybody else. But, I don't mind that. I've never asked for special treatment. I've never asked for special due consideration, any of that stuff. I do what I do. If I don't mind saying so myself, I'm pretty damn decent at what I do. So to get the word out and to get people up on the web, I believe is the way of the future. It doesn't really matter what you're involved in, whether it be OT, be it remote teaching, be it running a business of any description. There's going to be a bigger and bigger digital element to it going forward. And I think I landed with my bum in the butter when I chose to do this as a career 10 years plus ago. Don't want to give away my age too much, but yeah, I've been doing this for a fair amount of time, and it's a wonderful world. You get to meet people from all over. You get to meet people that do so many different things and have so many different passions, and passion at the end of the day is what it's about. And your passion that you guys have and what you've kind of poured into this website and into the content and just the vision for it, that inspires me, and that's why I get up in the morning.
Amazing. Thank you, Will.
Well, I wonder if you could just share a little bit with everyone what it was actually like working with 2 OTs who just about knew how to Google things. If you could just share compared to all the other clients you've worked with in terms of designing websites for them.
Well, Leanne, shame. I was going to try and spare you this, but okay, no, we can do that. No, look, I'm teasing. You know what? You ladies are wonderful, and you guys are good at what you do. And I'd like to think that I'm good at what I do. And the marriage of the 2 makes for a very good working partnership. Yes, I've got to kind of repeat myself and sometimes repeat the work that I do. And yes, I can be tearing my hair out at some point quietly and, not saying too much about it, but, having very colorful words going through my head. But at the end of the day, you know what? I love working with you guys. I'm a bit of a closet academic at heart, and learning new stuff it's such a pleasure. It's such an amazing experience. So for you guys to to show me and tell me and whatever about what you guys do, I mean, there was at one point I think we were talking about writing blogs, and then Leanne was kind of, oh, hang on, but well, and can you kind of understand? And it's like, the enemy is going, yes, give me a chance. But at the end of the day, that is amazing. I love that. I love being challenged and tested. And if it were easy, then everyone would do it. And you know what? It's not easy. And the fact that I can do it, it for me, that's a little feather in my cap. And I'm proud of the fact that I can relate to so many different people and so many different walks of life. And OTs, you'd imagine that you guys are kind of like technically challenged to the point where, you know, but actually not so much. Compared to other people, you're right kind of where you're meant to be. And other people have their challenges too. You know, there are people in this world that, I kid you not, don't know where to switch a computer on. Yeah, and they ask you this, and you kind of want to laugh, but then you go, you know what? Not you only know when you know. And I would imagine in your line of work, that's probably the same. You come across stuff for the first time, and you go, wow. And it's like it seems so obvious, but actually it's not. And so, no, you asked me, well, what was my experience like? It was laughing, crying, and a few all-nighters. But at the end of the day, it was actually such an amazing experience. And I really, really thank you guys for the opportunity.
What's going on now?
Thanks, Will.
No, you're most welcome.
Mal, thanks so much. And if anyone's got any questions for Will at the end, please, by all means, we'll be sticking around. Mal, maybe now would be a good time to maybe just share the clip from Thozi. Maybe you could just introduce who Thozi is and where he works.
Awesome. So I don't know if everyone's eyes is on the chat, but there was a question in the chat. Could Will explain what he was doing in terms of the site? So Leanne responded, Will was actually the website designer, and so he designed the entire website, the look, the feel, the colors. So for those of you who had a chance to look at the website, whatever you see on there, that's all Will. So thank you, Will.
You're most welcome.
So yeah, so so Thozi is one of the managers, and he's part of a team of 3 admin sort of staff at Vukuhambe Disabled Center in Guguletu, and unfortunately he wasn't able to connect with us on the space, but he kindly sent us a video clip of himself, which he gave me the permission to share with you all. And yeah, so Thozi also has a disability, and it's quite a rare disability. And I don't know if Leanne wants to help me with the name, but it's something that I can't even pronounce. But Thozi has also shared a lot, actually a much longer clip, where I interviewed him on what Vukuhambe does, and you can also find that actually on the site. So I'll show you later where you can see a little bit more of Thozi and what happens at Vukuhambe. But he was kind enough to share a little bit this afternoon. So I'm just going to share my screen with everyone and share the video clip. Can everyone see?
We are blessed.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
The services of the 4th year students who are doing OT at UCT. They have exceptionally helped us to improve the kind of services that we are rendering for our clients. And what I would love the society doing is to actually give us a hand to improve the quality of service that we are doing. You can visit, you are open to visit our center at any time so that you can share your experiences with us. And also you can work anything, whatever that you are doing, you know, yeah, that's appreciated. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
So yeah, that was Thozi, and if you want more and you want to hear more of what Vukuhambe is in a video style, there's also yeah, that on YouTube. I think it's a 20-minute clip of him talking about Vukuhambe. And yeah, so Leanne, do you want me to head straight into the site? You unmute yourself.
Yes, go ahead. We can chat as we move through the site.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so let me quickly share my screen again. Can everyone see? Cool.
What happened there?
It's just opening. Oh no, sorry.
Be patient with us, Will.
Yeah, there we go. And
It's all good. It's all good.
are we on the site? Oh, can you guys?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, all of what you are seeing is World's amazing work. And we had to go with UCT's layout, of course, because it is part of UCT's, I think domain is what they call it. I'm not too familiar with the language. But
Yes.
yeah, as you can see, there's some people from our Vukuhambe site, and further down, if you do click on join the conversation, that will take you straight to our Facebook page, and it's just a little bit of a blurb of what's happening, why we started this, where it's from. For those of you who are familiar with occupation-based community development framework, basically that is the framework that we are using in our form of practice. And there's just quicker links down here if you're wanting to go to contact us. But yeah, a lot of these pictures is the places that we are actually working. So I think this one is from Zikuflay, and all of the pictures you'll see on the site is places where we work. About us, you'll see vision, what we do, our team, of course, which is Leanne, Liesel Peters, and Rashawn Khalfan. And we also had Megs join us this year, off and on with supervising. But that's our team. And please feel free to connect with us. Our email addresses are at contact us. And then I think what we most, I think, proud of, Hailey Ann, is
Yeah.
this section over here,
Yeah.
which is the stories of change. And there are 3 stories at the moment. Yeah, I'm just going to click on one of them. But we're going to keep updating this as we move on, and we gain permission from various sites for us to share their story. We'll keep updating this. So keep your eye regularly on this tab to see if there are new stories, and we'll try and share them on all of our platforms. But yeah, my browser's a bit slow with opening. And then, yeah, so that's just one of the stories. For example, so this is the video I referred. That's where Thozi speaks a little bit more, and we've chosen to use a more of an easy read. So whoever lands on our page, we're hoping that they can connect with the stories, and maybe also to keep an eye out that there are embedded links that would take you to various pages. So for example, our OBCD content is on a different platform, which is a more educational space. So we have actually embedded links that takes you to the occupation-based community development framework content, if you want to explore more on that. Yeah, so that's just one of the stories. And I mean, like already we've discussed that the story as it is already busy unfolding in a different way. So yeah, we are looking forward to keeping this up to date as we move on. So there's also some research that our team has been part of that you can view, publications that are out, and also presentations that have been done before on various platforms, conferences, talks, and then partner with us. This is various ways in which you, if you are wanting to perhaps get involved, you are more than welcome to click on this link, and that will show you ways in which to get in touch with us and get involved. There are various resources available, and then also, so yeah, that's just various ways. So collaboration, a lot of our sites, there are various ways in which we want to partner with community, professionals, just anyone who would like to even share a skill. Our various sites would welcome that. So please get in touch. And then contact us. I think that's also important for you to know, is where you can get hold of us if you have any ideas that you are wanting to share, or you have a question for us. So that, I think that's about it. It's taking a bit of a while, but there we have all of our contact information. We have an email address specifically for Facing Up, but like we say, you can get in touch with us on either of these email addresses. Facebook is there, Instagram, and YouTube. So yeah.
Is it time now for questions? Because I actually wanted to pose a question to Rashan. I wanted to ask you, if everybody maybe has a chance to get onto the site, you'll read about where this all started. And I'm dying to know from you, Rashan, how does it make you feel looking at the site? And if you were to go back to 2001 or 2001?
I think, thank you for the question, Ben. I think it really inspires me to see the site, and to also know that vision, and the risk, I think, of trying to do something new and different in 2001, that it could evolve into something that people like you, Melissa, the students, would take forward in such a different way. So it inspires me to do more of this work, and to continue collaborating, really. Yeah.
So thanks, Rashan. Should we open it up? Anyone else has got any questions or any thoughts about the site, or anything anyone would like to share?
I'm saying there's nothing in the chat, but please feel free to pop on. Hi, Jess.
Hi, I just realized I have like all my doors open, so I turned off my video. Sorry about that. Anyway, it's really lovely to see the website. I've also got it here on my other screen. So very well done, Will and team, to putting it together, and it's really lovely to see, I suppose, the growth into the online space and seeing what's happening. So I just wanted to say very well done, and also well done for moving into technological space, which I know is scary for a lot of OTs. So look forward to seeing the other stories come up on the website.
I think I must just make mention of the fact that, you could have a vision for your website, but at the end of the day, it's never really what you think it might be, because at the end of the day, you are kind of restricted in what you're allowed to do. And I think within the guidelines and parameters of what UCT puts forward for a website with their name on it, I think this one came out remarkably well. You can have websites out there with a lot more zhuzh, but within the parameters that I was given to work in, I'm quite proud of this. I think it came out really well. I think it's very user friendly. And I think at the end of the day, when you bear in mind that your average user is going to click 3 times and then click somewhere else, you know, for a website like this, you can actually convey a lot in a very small space of time. And that's important. And I'm really proud of that.
Awesome. Thanks, Will. Thank you, Jess.
I don't know, Liesel, if you've got anything. Oh, Rashan, sorry, yeah? I was just going to ask Liesel if she's got anything that she'd like to share. Considering that you were also perhaps not in 2001, but very close to working with Rashan, and wondering how you also feel looking at the site. I don't know if you're still there.
Yeah, so sometimes I think, yeah, it's a proud moment. It's also sometimes a bit of a surreal moment. You know, sometimes I forget how long the journey has been. And, you know, the other day when it was Mel's birthday, I said to her, I think now I've known you longer than the years that I didn't know you, you know, before we met. So you forget how long the journey's been. And every step of it and every part of it has been rewarding. So seeing that captured in a way, in a visual way, and the interpretations of that by others, and the way it inspires people to take this work forward, I think for me has been really rewarding. So just really proud of it, and really grateful for colleagues like yourself and Mel, who were able to really drive this project in collaboration with Will. And I'm really, I have such a deep sense of gratitude for our team in CDP and the way we're working together to be able to carry the vision forward in a collaborative way. So just, yeah, thank you so much for that.
Thanks, Lee. Rashan, you had something to say before Lee came on?
So I just wanted to say that I think that the stories, the way it's been written, I know that both you, Melissa and Leanne, have worked with Thozi and others at the sites to produce those stories of change that are captured on the website, and that's part of the ongoing work that you invested in. So it's really, for me, you know, to watch the videos, but to hear from people who are actually leading change in their communities, to see them being part of the site and have a space online in this way. Through the work that you've been doing and the collaboration, I think is really inspiring. But also, I think that the link to the Facebook site and the opportunity to continue the conversation. So I'm just wondering to you, Melissa and Leanne, and maybe even Will, you know, what you're thinking is about the kinds of questions or stories that people might share on the Facebook site or elsewhere, in terms of how they've used the approach, the community development practice approach, and maybe particularly OBCD in some instances. And if there's opportunity to share that on the website or on the Facebook page, and how you see that working in future.
So,
If I may, just as a layperson, sorry.
Yeah, go.
You know, Facebook, social media, that's kind of where I live and breathe. And I've seen some amazing things happen over the years. You know, this is a way for you guys to reach out and connect with a broader public. And for you guys to kind of give the tell it to me like I'm a third grader kind of a message. I mean, I use that term, but it's an important message, because it not only educates, but it also basically opens people's eyes to the realities of what things are out there, and people's realities, their lives, you know, their daily struggles, their daily triumphs, their daily, all that stuff. It inspires people, it encourages people to want to contribute, it just wants you, it puts a smile on your face. And that is so important. I mean, especially in this world we live in now, you know, this corona thing has kind of turned everything on its head, and it just highlights the need for something like this. to show people, you know what, you're not alone. There are people out there who care. There are people out there, good people that want to make a difference, that want to be the change that they want to see in the world, to quote the saying. And just for me as a layperson, I mean, that would be a website or a Facebook page that I'd pop into once a day or twice a day and want to know what's going on. And I mean, I could be interested in it, not just because I worked on the website, but purely because of what you guys do on the ground. And I think it's an amazing thing that you guys do.
Yeah, I echo Will in saying that a lot of our students are very much active on social media, and I think for them to know that when they leave university at the end of their 4-year degree, that they're not going out into the world, you know, just at the whim. So that there will be a place to land if they have any sort of ideas or questions that they're wanting to share with the rest of our cluster, but also other people who have now started actually to join our groups from other universities, from people who have left our university before. So previous students, postgrad students who are working in communities or working with occupational therapy in a different way. So almost that community, just to keep fostering that community, and to also know that whoever's joined us here, and for those who will be listening to this clip afterwards, that please feel free to land on our page whenever you have a thought, a question. Don't even think that any contribution might be too small or like a silly question. Oh, that question doesn't, you know, help anyway. But yeah, we actually want you guys to engage with us further past this website launch. Land on our Facebook page anytime. Pop into our emails if you're wanting to continue a conversation. Yeah.
Well, thanks, Mal. I think that's it, everyone. Please, you're welcome to get hold of us, as Mal said, and it's been really great, and we feel really honored that you were able to join us in this launch.
Lee,
Yeah.
I'm just wondering before we go if maybe we could share the recording with those who were able to be here with us today, so they can share it with others maybe who might be interested.
Yes, so the recording will go onto our Facebook page and also our YouTube channel. But if you are wanting this recording particularly, maybe for me to send it to your email, you're welcome to get in touch with me. Yeah, and I'll pop my email in here quickly. We are on a time frame, and I thank you to all our Muslim colleagues, friends, who's here, and I know your iftar is like around the corner, so we don't want to keep you hanging, but yeah, thank you. We appreciate all of you for taking the time out, this 30 minutes, this 40 minutes to be with us. So yeah, before Zoom kicks us all out, I want to say goodbye. I don't know if you want to say anything, Leanne, before we head out.
No. It was nice chatting, everyone. Nice chatting, Will.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Yes,
Bye.
bye.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
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 It's going to stop the recording.